I spend over $1,600 a year on software subscriptions. Yep, you heard that right. Running a one-person business in the tech world requires all the right tools, and today I'm going to review the ultimate must-have software tech stack that helped me double my income in my first year of freelance consulting in 2023. Now, you might be thinking, is it worth it? Well, the $1,600 of software subscriptions have been the backbone of my success for bringing in a six-figure income. So the answer is a no-brainer, absolute yes. Growing up, I've always been a frugal guy, and when I was first starting my business, I was trying to stick it out for as long as I could on the free versions of every tool, or wasting so much time looking for hacky solutions and subpar alternatives. However, I quickly realized that by ripping off the band-aid and paying for the premium versions, I make back way more than what I pay, both in terms of time and money. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through each and every tool in my software tech stack. From communication to finance, these aren't just apps. These tools literally run my business, and I would fail miserably without them. You may have heard of many of these tools from your corporate tech jobs. It's helpful to use a similar tech stack as the industry that you're in, so you're familiar with your customers' processes and keep up with the trends. But enough with the chit chat. If you're ready to level up your freelance game and learn the ins and outs of my software tech stack, hit that like button, subscribe for future videos, and let's get started with my very first software subscription. I'll be going over all the tools in order from cheapest to most expensive, and the first up on the list is Wave. Wave is the only free tool I'll be mentioning today, and it's perfect for accounting and bookkeeping for small-scale businesses. If you're still filing as a sole proprietor and don't need to pay yourself as a W-2 employee. It's free, it can do everything, it can link all your bank accounts, and it works just like Mint, but for businesses. Everyone who asks me how I do my accounting, I recommend Wave. I think the next best thing is QuickBooks, which seems to be industry standard, but Wave is way cooler. And like I said, everything is free as long as you don't get into the payments or the payroll or advisors, all of that, which you don't quite need in the early stages of business. Next up, we have Card.co, and Card is a super simple one-page website builder and by far the most affordable website builder out there and my least expensive tool at $49 per year. Yes, per year. And the only reason I pay for the $49 plan is that I needed one specific technical feature. Before that, I was only paying $19 per year, which should work for most people. So if you're looking for a way to quickly launch a website for cheap, check out Card.co. Obviously, you get what you paid for, so your customization options are limited, but it gets the job done. For example, my consulting website, fornowmarketing.com, is built on Card, and it's not the most amazing website, but it looks decent, and it works, and I get customers, and I can have multi-page lookalikes, even though it's not exactly multi-pages, because you can see the URL doesn't actually change. So Card does have some options in that way too. And here's a contact form. You can embed certain things, so it can get a lot of things done. Next up is Google Workspace at $6 a month with no annual plan option, which comes out to $72 a year. You can totally survive for a while with an @gmail.com email address, but having your own domain definitely makes you look a lot more professional. There are some situations where having an @gmail.com email address will automatically be filtered or gated from accessing certain enterprise things. So I pay for Allan at fornowmarketing.com. And once again, that comes out to $6 a month with no annual plan option or $72 a year. So now I have Allan or allan.ha at fornowmarketing.com. I have my own website address, so that looks cool and professional. Next, we have Slack at $87 per year with the annual plan. Now, the main feature that I needed to pay for was Slack Connect, which allows me to connect to my customer Slack workspaces easily. And this was crucial for my business so I can get quickly connected to my customers via chat, but your business model might be different. Besides this, a very, very nice to have is the message history beyond 90 days because I use Slack to record everything. And then the other nice to have is new features and the ability to customize my sidebar. Next, we have Calendly at $96 a year with the annual plan. The free version of Calendly is great, and I was on it for a while. But there came a point where I needed multiple different types of schedules, like 30 minutes, 60 minutes, or 60 minutes with different set of required questions, and another one with more available hours for friends. And Calendly makes it super easy for me to schedule calls, and it's one tool that I think everyone, no matter what you do, should have at least the free version. Next, we have Epidemic Sound at $119.88 with the annual plan. Now, this tool is more for my social media efforts, so it's not completely related to my consulting business. But as I'm trying to post more content, the need for royalty-free music became more and more necessary. I was getting tired of converting YouTube videos to MP3 files, and I'll get flagged with the copyright claims anyway if I do that. It's also very easy to use. There's a bunch of music and sounds ready to be downloaded, and it's also what all these successful, famous YouTubers use. That's one thing that I've been thinking about. If there's a tool that is in other successful business owners' tech stack, then I will also obviously be motivated to use it. If Epidemic Sounds is a staple for all these YouTubers, then I will happily try it out. Next is iCloud storage, 2 terabytes at $9.99 a month, no annual option, and it comes out to $119.88 per year. This one is also mostly for my social media accounts. Content is king, and I've been recording more videos than ever before. My phone would always run out of memory, then it starts freezing up because my storage is full. I have to go back and delete old videos, and all that is so time consuming, and it's definitely not worth exporting your videos to a hard drive or other solutions when there is a built-in cloud storage option. And the nice thing about this is that I share the storage plan with my wife, and 1 terabyte or 2 terabytes is more than enough storage for the both of us. So this should last us a while. And another thing I realized is that pictures are nothing compared to videos. You can take a million photos, but it's the videos that will take up most of the storage. Next up is Canva, $119.99 with the annual plan. Notice that there's a handful of software that costs $10 a month, and that is like the cost of one fast food meal per month, except these softwares can generate potentially thousands of dollars more than your burrito can. And Canva has been crucial in every aspect, designing my logo, YouTube video thumbnails, ordering stickers, you name it. And I realized that all the content creators use Canva to make awesome images, and I had no idea Canva made it so easy. I do use one single account for a bunch of different projects, so I'm not at the point where I'll pay for multiple Canva accounts yet, even if that means I'll be sharing my username and passwords with other business partners. But for now, the Pro account is awesome for unlocking premium designs and features. Next is Loom, not Zoom or Noom, but Loom at $150 a year. I'm using Loom to record this video. And for my consulting business, I started putting out a lot of educational videos, and many people use Loom to get this circular video while screen recording. I know there's a built-in screen record feature with the MacBook, but I've noticed that those file sizes tend to be huge, and Loom allows me to pause, do some other things, blur my screen, make a canvas, and mostly makes it convenient for me to have my video that I can move around, adjust sizes, and it's just easily set up for me like this. On the free versions, I was limited to a 5-minute video, and I was very quickly running out of that limit, so that's why I bought the business version. This one is actually Zoom at $163.39 with the annual plan. I'm not sure why that pricing is so weird. Maybe I had to pay for taxes or something. Now, Zoom is much better than Google Meets in every way. Quality, speed, screen sharing, and so many other aspects. Zoom beats Google Meets any day. But I felt like such a noob when I would show up to my customer calls with that 40-minute limit warning on my screen because I'm using the free Zoom account. And there's a ton of situations where an hour-long meeting is necessary, and there's no way I'm asking my customers, oh, can we leave and rejoin? Sorry about that, thanks. I'm on the free version. So just pay for Zoom and don't look like a noob. This next one is another website builder, as if one is not enough, which is Squarespace at $172.80 with the annual plan. Here's how it goes with website builders. Engineers use WordPress, no one uses Wix, tech startups and businesses use Webflow, and then everyone else uses Squarespace. It's the best, most user-friendly one out of all of them that can actually build a little bit more complex websites than Card. And I started a blog page with my business, which is why I needed Squarespace, because I was able to build this with Squarespace and write blogs all within the same tool. And I've been thinking about migrating my actual website to Squarespace so the brand is a little bit more consistent. But Card still has that one technical feature that I need that actually doesn't seem to exist on Squarespace. Or maybe I just haven't looked hard enough. Who knows? But regardless, if you're looking to build a little more legit website with a lot more options, pages, CTAs, and other features, Squarespace is the way to go. Second to last one is Fiverr Workspace at $216 per year, no monthly plan. This one is actually one of the very first softwares I had to buy because I found the customer and I didn't have a contract or any sort of invoicing process. And Fiverr Workspace had everything that I needed. Fiverr provides a blanket freelancer contract, and I was able to quickly send it to my customers, get their signature, make some small adjustments if necessary, and it really saved my early days of freelance consulting. Remember, it took me a while to get comfortable paying for software, but Fiverr Workspace is really a tool that helped me realize that if I can pay for things to quickly solve a problem, then it's 100% worth it. I do all my contracts and invoicing with Fiverr Workspace. It's a very simple tool, and I probably could get off by using the Wave invoicing and just finding a standard contract, but then I'd have to look into a signature tool like DocuSign. So why bother when it's working perfectly at the moment? The last tool that we have today is Zapier at $239.88 with the annual plan, my most expensive software. And to be honest, I'm probably way underutilizing it, but I needed to set up some automations to help my mom with a very mundane task, and it now saves her hours of work per week. Zapier probably pays for its annual fee in just 1 week's worth of time savings and automation, so I'm never getting rid of this. And I'll think about some more things I can automate with my daily process. And if anyone has any recommendations, please let me know. Or if you have any automation requests, leave me a comment or send me a DM and I can probably help you with that. But I used Zapier a lot back when I worked at a tech startup, and I know that it's capable of doing some crazy, amazing things. So Zapier is always a good tool to have in your tech stack. So those 13 tools ranging from $0 to $239.88 per year are the ultimate must-have software tech stack that I use to recommend a successful business and recommend to anyone who's an aspiring entrepreneur. I hope this video was helpful to learn about some awesome software that I use for my businesses. And remember, it's always worth it to pay for things if it saves you time. See you next time.